Unit 13, The Little Letter of Jude. The occasion for the writing of this letter is false teaching. A lot of that was happening. Somebody had secretly slipped in, quote unquote, among the believers. They were boastful, selfish, scornful of authority, greedy, and they were sexually immoral. Sounds like false teachers, even to today, doesn't it? Jude seems to be describing a similar type of false teaching as 2 Peter. Remember when we looked at 2 Peter, we talked about possibility of Peter using Jude, Jude maybe using Peter, and we looked at those possibilities. Perhaps the false teachers are the antinomian variety. How about possibilities on the author? Judas Iscariot, that's interesting, isn't it? Somebody actually proposed that. Judas the Galilean from Acts 5. Judas the son of James, Luke 6. Judas called Barsabbas from Acts 15. But the greatest contender is the brother of Jesus. Now, how about that? Tradition says it's Jude, the brother of Jesus. Now, think about that for a moment, class. Though Jesus didn't write a gospel, very strong possibility, and I think James is the brother of Jesus, that he wrote the letter of James, which some date really early, even possibly 48, according to John A.T. Robinson. And now think about this. If Jude was written by another brother of Jesus, wow, that keeps quite a lot of the book in the family, doesn't it? Well, some reject this idea, saying the Greek is too good. I mean, my goodness, Jesus' brother couldn't have known Greek. Oh, really? Yes, he could have. The reference, they say, is to the teaching of the apostles and faith entrusted to the saints, is seen as a later development. And he doesn't mention his familial tie to Jesus. Tradition says Jude, the brother of Jesus, wrote it, but there's no reason he couldn't have written well in Greek. There's little here that is not well established in the other early New Testament books. Surely a later writer would have capitalized on Jude's identification with Jesus if they were writing pseudonymously. But it's most likely Jude, the brother of Jesus, wrote this letter. So, if it's written in the 50s, then it's before 2 Peter. Or if it's mid-60s, it would be after 2 Peter. Little is known about the provenance or the destination. It appears to have been written for a Jewish Christian audience in a Gentile setting. The emphasis is on the danger of false teaching, likened to the enemies of Israel from the Old Testament. How about that? All right, class, let's move on to the next unit.